you spend hours hunched at your desk or glued to your phone? Maybe you catch yourself creeping closer to the screen without even realizing it. Tell me if this sounds familiar. A dull ache mid-morning that turns into sharp shoulder pain by evening. By the end of the day, you're struggling to even turn your head left or right. Feeling like your neck is carrying too much weight? It's stiff, drained, or totally out of alignment. Or maybe even a little hump starting to form behind your neck. If you're nodding along, you're not alone. The average American spends upwards of 7 hours per day staring at a screen, and that's just the average. I'd argue that if you're working a desk job, you're likely spending 8 hours or more looking at a computer screen or your phone. Go check it out in your phone or computer settings. The numbers might shock you. This is creating a modern epidemic of what we call tech neck. Sound like you? Well, today I'm going to share why you're experiencing those constant headaches, stiffness, and even poor sleep from your neck tension. I'll share everyday habits to avoid ending up like this, and a short 5-minute routine you can do with me right now. And yes, there is an indispensable tool that's made all the difference for me. I won't gatekeep it, so stay until the end to find out. Hi, I'm Fenella from the Loombox with a Master's of Science from Stanford University. With a passion for wellness and a deep understanding of the science, I'm here to help you understand the science and turn it into everyday health. Plus today, I'll be leaving you with a few tricks up your sleeve too. Here's what's happening when you're sitting at your desk. Stiffness in your neck and shoulders, poor posture, headaches that creep in by mid-afternoon, or even eye strain and fatigue. And it's more than just muscular tension. Neck tension might even be affecting your sleep quality or your energy. But one trial found that after one specific intervention, people with neck pain experienced improvements in sleep scores. So keep watching as I'm going to share the results of that study and how to use this particular tool a little later in the video. Over time, this tension can build and manifest. You might see it appear as increased muscle sensitivity. Some research shows that with chronic neck pain, certain muscles like the trapezius stay overactivated for long periods, even at rest or during sleep. That persistent low-grade activation is what leads to stiffness or reduced range of motion and headaches. Now, these headaches can turn chronic, and in some cases, structural changes in the cervical spine may even appear if tech neck goes unchecked. So don't let it get that far. Start taking action today. So should you just sit up straighter? Well, not entirely. Holding any posture rigidly for 6 to 8 hours is what's going to get us in trouble in the first place. Of course, it's a lot worse when we look down 45 degrees. In this case, our neck muscles are doing the work of lifting almost a 50-pound bag of potatoes. Instead, here's the posture you can implement right now. First off, keep your ears, shoulders, and hips in line. Tuck the pelvis to remove the C shape from your spine. Keep your feet flat on the ground. And my number one tip here, if you're prone to curving your back, is to invest in a back support, or even using a cushion to provide some gentle stability. Your hips and knees should both be at 90-degree angles. If you're looking at a computer screen, the top third of the screen should be at eye level. When you're typing, forearms should be parallel to the floor. Finally, regularly check that your head is not protruding forward. I know it's hard when you're squinting at a screen, so if you need words or images to be bigger, invest in a larger screen, or zoom into your window. Keep your upper back and spine feeling relaxed and neutral. So that's a posture that you can try right now at your desk. But what else can you do? First off, I like to switch between positions. I'll sit upright, I'll stand for a call, or I'll lean back to about 135 degrees in a supportive chair to take the strain off my neck muscles for a little. Second, build in movement snacks every 30 to 60 minutes. Literally just stand up, roll your shoulders, or pick one of the exercises I'm about to show you in the next part of this video. And here's the fun part. There are tools you can add to help break the cycle of neck tension at your desk every day. One of those that's gaining traction in the research is red light therapy. If you haven't heard of red light therapy, it uses specific wavelengths of light to support cellular energy and also support healthy inflammatory responses and that natural tissue repair. There's also research growing on how it might temporarily influence pain signaling, impacting how we perceive pain. In fact, several clinical studies have even looked at whether red light therapy can support people specifically with neck pain. Let's take a look. In a 2025 pilot study involving 45 people who'd been dealing with chronic neck pain for at least 3 months, they used an LED red light therapy device on the neck. This one is specifically designed for neck research, rather than one you can buy and use for any concern across the body like Loombox. It delivered 660 nanometer red light at 40 milliwatts per centimeter squared. They used this device for 20 minutes, twice daily for 4 weeks. without combining it with any other therapeutic interventions. After 4 weeks of red light therapy, when compared to the baseline, there was a 65% reduction in neck pain scores on both sides of the neck, as well as a 54% reduction in the Neck Disability Index. And this is a measure to assess the impact of neck pain on daily activities. So this is a huge improvement in functional status. Not only this, but yes, sleep was also positively impacted. After 4 weeks of red light therapy, PSQI sleep scores dropped by 46% compared to baseline, meaning people were getting more restful sleep. So the researchers suggested that this could be because red light helps with sleep disturbances linked to neck pain. And while that makes sense, I think there are probably other mechanisms at play here too. If you're curious, we've got a full video on our channel that dives deep into red light therapy and sleep. Or take these wild results. In another small study of 10 adults with neck and shoulder stiffness, researchers tested a prototype LED device delivering near-infrared light for just 3 minutes at an acupuncture point on the shoulder. The results were quick. Within minutes, stiffness dropped by nearly 25% and pain by about 15%. After 15 more minutes of red light therapy, stiffness dropped almost 50% and pain was down nearly 40%. While this was only a single session study, it shows that even brief red light therapy exposure may bring temporarily relief for neck tension. And this is something we've seen echoed in other studies, and honestly, in personal experiences and testimonials too. So what is the takeaway? Well, we all respond to light differently. Red light isn't a cure for tech neck, but for some people, red light may temporarily help ease pain, inflammation, and muscle fatigue that come with hours at a desk. And by the way, red light therapy isn't just about pain. It's also been studied for muscle recovery, hair health, mood, and yes, skin health too. In fact, there was one randomized double-blind study that used a red light therapy device on the neck, but this time not for pain, for skin rejuvenation on the neck. The 2024 clinical trial applied an LED device with red and near-infrared light to the neck of 70 patients 5 times a week. After 12 weeks, 77% of participants showed visible improvements in neck wrinkles. Okay, so those research papers are using special research devices like this, designed for the neck specifically. But what about if you want a device that you can use for temporary relief from neck pain, but also back pain, knee pain, sore legs, a cut, a bruise, or even breakouts? Loombox is designed to be portable, and it's third-party tested to emit the specific wavelengths used in the studies at a high enough irradiance so you can use it for all of these concerns, not just one. I've dropped a link in the caption for you to save $260 on this device. Or you can head to our website and use the code 23LBYT for over 40% off. Now, I know some of you may not have time to commit to exercise, so I want to show you a quick fix using Loombox to ease neck tension. When I'm working, I turn Loombox to NIR mode for those deeper penetrating wavelengths. Then I place it on a table or chest of drawers behind me so it's targeting my neck as close to the skin as possible. I'll run it for a full 12-minute cycle when I feel the stiffness creeping in. Then I'll also use it after the 5-minute tech neck stretch and mobility session I'm going to show you in a minute, which you can do right from your desk. This session is so awesome to help loosen up the neck and shoulders before we target it with red light. I found these exercises to be the most simple and effective for me. They take literally 5 minutes. You can even do them during a Zoom call if your camera off. Let's get started. First up is back pulls. Sit or stand in a comfortable position, interlock your hands and extend them backwards. Then we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, making sure to sit up tall and straight, keeping the chin tucked and relaxed. Then we'll lift the arms up and down for 30 seconds. Just really small movements here. Our second exercise is a chin lift to help relax the neck even further. By the way, this is also a great double chin exercise. Keep those shoulders relaxed, pelvis tucked, and reach the chin up and back down. 30 seconds here. deep neck stretch. Place your right hand on your back and bring your left hand to the right ear. Gently pull down the neck to your left shoulder. We'll do this 5 times and hold each stretch for 2 seconds. Now keep holding your neck tilted and lengthen that right arm. Start to circle your right hand forwards, 5 circles forwards, and then 5 circles backwards. Now place the right hand behind the back again and hold this position for 5 seconds. Now let's balance it out and repeat those moves on the other side. This time placing the left hand behind our back and gently pulling the neck towards the right shoulder using our right arm. 2 seconds at a time for a round of 5. Extend the left arm and start circling 5 times forwards and 5 times backwards. We'll end with a 5-second stretch, returning the left arm to behind the back. Our 4th stretch is the W. It's quite self-explanatory, but with arms bent in a W shape, gently bring the shoulder blades together and down. It should feel like you're tucking the shoulder blades under. We'll hold each one for 5 seconds and repeat 5 times, relaxing the muscles in between. The key here is not to squeeze too hard. That is going to create more tension. Just gently squeeze, paying attention to our head position again, keeping the chin tucked and neutral. A lot of people naturally push their head forward. We don't want that. It's only a small movement. No need to overstrain. The final movement combines the W with some other shoulder openers. This is called the YWLT exercise, which stands for You Will Live Taller. That's an easy way to remember it. We'll start with the arms in a Y position. Careful not to shrug the shoulders, keep them relaxed, and head in a neutral position. Extend the hands up into a Y and pull the arms back as far as you feel comfortable. Hold this position for 2 big belly breaths. From this position, we drop back into the W, the position we just did. Feel expansion of the chest, keeping the neck tucked. 2 deep breaths here again. Next is the L. This is probably the strongest, deepest stretch you'll feel. Drop the arms down to an L by your sides, pinching the elbows to our side, feeling that strong squeeze in between the shoulder blades. 2 big breaths here. Remember to relax the shoulders rather than letting them rise up. Finally, the T position. Similar to the Y, but with arms out horizontal. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed, head neutral, shoulder blades squeezing, pelvis tucked. 2 breaths. And And there you have it. It's quick and easy, 5 minutes from your desk. I then follow this with a Lumbox session for added relaxation. I lay down on my left side and shine Lumbox behind my neck for a full 12 minutes. I'll pair this with breathing exercises to dial down my nervous system further and release any more of that stored tension. I hope this video helped you today. If you're interested in 6 more minutes of breathing with your Lumbox, you can watch that video up next.